Now we have to move on, but before we do that, we have to put up one of Popp's favorite graphics, because it's time for This Week in Whammin'.
So if you've been hurt and it hurts real bad, or if you have feelings that are making you sad, then it's okay. It's okay to cry.
Shut up! Plane passenger from hell demands woman gives bored son her phone to play with.
No, f*** off.
Exactly. Apparently, she did not ever fly with a child before. And it starts out so weird. So this person sits down next to this woman with the unentertained child and starts to watch the movie Venom on her phone. Mm-hmm. It's worth noting that Venom has a rating of 15 from the British Board of Film Classification because it has themes of strong threat, horror, and violence. You see Venom eat people's heads off and shit like that. Kind of like how your ex-wife used to do after...
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I'm not going to get you sued.
There's a bunch of albinos. It's okay.
I put my headphones in and began the movie, but after 20 minutes, the mother and child swapped seats, so now the boy was right next to me. She didn't pay too much attention to the mom and the boy and carried on watching the movie. It gets to a scene where Venom bit the head off of a bad guy when the mother taps my shoulder. Without realizing, the boy had been leaning over and watching the movie. Mom demanded to know if the film was appropriate for children. When she was told it wasn't, the mom demanded that Witch's Coven, the person who wrote the post, play another movie on her phone instead.
F*** off. That's exactly what I'd tell that woman. I'd be like, oh, f*** you.
Entitlement much?
Yeah, like, you don't... Listen, if you can't control your kid, it's not my job to curtail my behavior around your kid.
No, it's called being a parent.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Yeah, it's time to start adulting, you stupid bitch.
Witch's Coven explained that there were no other movies on her phone and pressed play again. But that wasn't the end of it. Aren't you going to turn this off?
No.
And then, as she was being told that wasn't going to happen, the kid said, "You have any games I can play?"
No. Go. Yeah, I would go crazy.
Yep.
I would be like, f*** off. No, go to hell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not my problem that your child is bored, she said. You should have planned ahead. And it was around that point that things went from tense to confrontational.
Uh-huh.
The movie came to an end and there wasn't much time left in the flight. I unlocked my phone and went to Spotify, so the mother probably thought I couldn't hear her, so she mumbled, "You could at least let my kid play a game, you spiteful bitch."
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
That's when you accidentally spill your drink on her.
Hashtag repeal the 19th.
Yes.
Yes. Hey, I signed a petition to repeal the 19th Amendment like 7 years ago or something.
I've signed like 3 of them.
Well,
right.
I mean, they have to know that women's suffrage is a horrible thing. I mean, they're suffraging.
Yeah, like back in the day when they were like stuck at home on the homestead, the dude was out working and they had to do everything themselves. Maybe they had a leg to stand on.
Yeah.
Man, it's so hard to just be at home and take care of homework, home stuff.
I
ain't
know,
it?
right?
Well, I mean, first of all, like all of the modern conveniences we have are the product of naggers. And that is any woman in a relationship beyond 3 years pretty much becomes a nagger. Yeah, well, it's totally true, though. I mean, think about it. The dishwasher. All right, somebody was complaining about how they did do dishes, and some guy's like, "Okay, walk me through how you do this." Okay, and he builds a machine to help him wash dishes, but it's not good enough. Now they want one that washes the dishes and dries them without any spots. So we give that to them. And
no watermark.
And what is the byproduct of that? Bipods. Tide Pods, that's it. Tide Pods.
Oh, Tide Pods, yeah.
Yeah. People eating them because they look like scrumptious colors.
They look like candy.
Yeah. That anti-spot, chemical that's in that is basically keeps your blood from coagulating and you'll bleed to death if you eat them.
Sounds like fun.
Just so you know.
Watch Grunt Speak live Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do the same thing we do every night. Try to take over the world. Narf!